What is the difference between judicial review and the review petition? The word review appears in both the terms, and that is where most people get confused and assume that both are one and same. But in reality, they are two different concepts with different purposes and procedures. Firstly, judicial review refers to power of courts to examine whether law passed by the parliament or state legislature or action of an executive is inconsistent with the constitution or not. If court finds that the law or an action is violating the constitution, then they have power to declare it unconstitutional and invalid. And the constitutional basis for judicial review mainly comes from Article 13, 32 and 226 of the Indian Constitution. Further, in many cases, court has repeatedly held that the judicial review forms one of the basic structure of Indian Constitution. And further procedure is not different from other type of cases. Here, a person who is affected by law or an action approaches High Court or Supreme Court by filing a petition. Then, court issues notice, then hear arguments of both the sides in an open court, examines constitutional provisions and precedents, and then decide whether law or an action is constitutional or unconstitutional. And now, referring to review petition, unlike judicial review, it is not about reviewing a law or an action of the government. Instead, it is all about requesting a court to reconsider its own judgment because of an apparent error or an mistake. And this power to the Supreme Court comes from Article 137 of the Indian Constitution. And here the procedure is completely different from other type of cases. After delivering a judgment, an aggrieved party files review petition pointing out clear error in the decision making of the court. Usually, the petition is placed before the same judges who delivered the original judgment for reconsideration in their chambers based on the written submission and without hearing much oral arguments. So, remember this simple distinction. Judicial review means court reviews action of legislative or executive, whereas review petition means court reviews its own judgment. So, one protects citizens from the unconstitutional actions of the government, whereas other allows courts to correct its own mistakes. Thank you.